The 7th Circuit is going to the USA in round 5 of the 7th Circuit this year. And it's going to LA for the first time, to Los Angeles, not in Las Vegas this time. Will the USA finally get their first win for this series so far? Or will Fiji get top spot yet again like last time around? Or is it going to be a New Zealand try fest and try party once again? The current standings at the moment, New Zealand, they are at the top spot. And the last time they slipped up was in Sydney, and that was the only time so far. South Africa is in second. The last time they won gold was in round 1. Then it is France, England, and Fiji, very close to each other. Fiji, who won in Sydney, and it was great to finally see them winning something. It's always good to see the flying Fijians do their thing. Number 6 is basically USA and Australia. They are tied up. USA, they got bronze place in Sydney, the only podium position they have gotten so far. So hopefully for them, they can do it again. I'm wearing my vintage USA jersey. It is a little bit washed out and stuff. It was given to me by Barry. Thanks for that. Awesome jersey to wear, by the way. A little bit hot, but anyway, I'm wearing it because it is going to USA, and when am I actually gonna wear this jersey again? Let's have a closer look at the pools. Pool A, it is South Korea are the obvious ones that are standing out in that group, and they are gonna look ahead to a weekend that might be pretty tough for the invitational side. As for the other 3 sides, all of them are a bit of an unknown. For Fiji, Argentina, and France, they've had a weird season to thus far. Fiji, they beat the Blitzboks in the final in Sydney. Before that, basically, they've done nothing in this season. So for them, hopefully, they've kind of gotten their competitive edge back. For Argentina, they've consistently gotten 10 points or more. They are one of 2 teams that have done that. I think the only other team is New Zealand that has done that as well in the competition. So that's good for them. But they haven't got one podium behind their name so far. France, they have been very promising. But they didn't do anything in Sydney. France might be the highest ranked between the 3 sides, but I think Fiji is the one team to back in this one. I think Fiji will finish top spot in Pool A, then it's France, then Argentina, and then poor South Korea might have a problem this weekend. As for France, they aren't out this weekend though, because this weekend we will see quarterfinals again. We are seeing the old format back, the one they used last year. I'm happy about that. I do like this format more, where we see quarterfinals. The guys finishing second in the pool still goes through to the quarterfinals. Pool B, we have South Africa. They are clear favorites in this pool, being ranked in number 2 in the overall standings. Then it is Ireland and Canada at number 9, and then Kenya at number 11. South Africa have only once not finished in a podium position this series around. That was in Hamilton this year. The other 3 haven't finished once in a podium position, so I think it will be more of a fight for second place in this pool. The Blitzboks, they have made some changes though, because of the Hong Kong Singapore legs now being moved because of the coronavirus. Geduld, Dry, and Zane Davids have been rested for this, for the American leg and the Canadian leg. So Oosthuizen, Arendse, and Ndlovu comes in for the Blitzboks. And remember, Vanderkok is also playing his 50th tournament for the Blitzboks. My pool predictions is South Africa to be in top spot for sure. Then it's difficult to see who's going to be second. I think Canada probably. They haven't lost to Ireland to thus far in this season so far. So I think they're going to continue with that. Then it's Ireland. Then it is Kenya. They really haven't shown what they can do yet. They haven't lived up to expectations or what they should be doing. But they can always surprise on any weekend. Then it is the pool the local crowd has to look out for. It is the USA in this pool, Australia, Scotland, and Samoa. USA will hope to get a full capacity crowd with 27,000 people that can fit into this stadium. For any football fans, American football or football as in an actual football, soccer, LA Galaxy plays in this stadium, and then LA Chargers in the NFL. The USA will also want to win their 3rd straight title on home soil. having won in 2018 and 2019 in Las Vegas. Now in Los Angeles, they'll still want to retain that. USA and Australia, they are currently tied up on the standings with 47 points. Both only have finished once on a podium position in bronze place. The USA in Sydney though, so it is pretty fresh memory for them. USA, they are steadily improving as the season continues, as you can see by their points. As for Australia, they've been kind of inconsistent for the season so far. Then we get to the other two in the pool. It is the number 12 Scotland and the number 13 Samoa in this pool, and these two have had little to cheer about. Scotland, they had that miraculous victory over England back in Cape Town. I still remember that, I was there. And then for Samoa, they beat Australia in Dubai, but that was about it. That was a cheering moment for these two teams. The rest, not so much. My pool prediction is basically still the same. It is USA, Australia, Scotland, then Samoa. Getting to Pool D, we have two of the best teams in the pool. We have New Zealand and England, and then two more lower ranked teams, can I put it like that? It is Spain and Wales. New Zealand, they are the obvious favorites in this one. 3 out of the 4 last tournaments they've played, they have finished in a podium spot, 2 of them being gold. Then for England, they have had a couple of 4th spots, and then the best one was a 3rd position. Both teams will come out with all guns blazing, especially New Zealand, after not getting their medal in Sydney. England, they have been close a couple of times, but they just have not gotten it right enough. They need to step up their game for both of these sides, especially because LA is basically the halfway mark of the series. It is week 5. There's 5 more weeks to go after this one. Wales and Spain both have really struggled this season. I can't even say who's going to be better because they haven't played against each other so far. It's going to be difficult. But I'm probably going to go with Spain because going on standings and how they've finished so far. So for me, the predictions will be New Zealand, England, Spain, then Wales. Getting to the knockout stages, this week we'll have quarterfinals back, like I said. So the top 2 in each pool is going through to the quarterfinals. That's how the tournament should be. That's how I like it. So the quarterfinals will probably be Fiji versus England, USA versus Canada. That's going to be a big one, that North American derby. The two countries don't like each other really, so that's going to be big. Then New Zealand versus France and South Africa versus Australia. For the semi-finals, I think the Fijians are on the up, so I think they'll probably beat England. It's a difficult call, but I think they'll beat England. So it will be Fiji versus the USA, and then New Zealand will beat France and South Africa will beat Australia, so it will be New Zealand versus South Africa. Getting to the final, Fiji will probably beat the hosts USA as well. Sorry for saying that, I know I'm wearing the eagle, but sorry for saying that. If the hosts do go through, well done to you. I think the Fijians will go through, and in New Zealand will probably bounce back from that Sydney kind of where they didn't prove what they can do. New Zealand will come back and beat the Blitzbox, so it will be Fiji versus New Zealand in the final. So the final can go either way with Fiji versus New Zealand. Fiji, they did beat New Zealand in Sydney the last time they did play, but New Zealand have beaten the Fijians a couple of times in this series so far. I don't know if it will happen again where the Fijians beat New Zealand this time around, because the New Zealanders will be angry with that. So I think the New Zealanders will win this time around. That's it for the Sevens predictions, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did like this video. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it. Leave a comment on saying who do you think is going to win this tournament at the end of the day. And then check out any of these other videos popping up next to me. Tell me what you think about this red jersey I'm wearing. And then I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.